Radio. Homegrown Radio. Real 92.3.
All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head.
West Coast.
This dude's been running up the numbers in the streets for some time now. He's got a new song called Levels that's out. Before we get to that, man, Conrad from the Ave in the building.
Conrad is
now,
here.
Man.
What's the deal?
Man.
BOUTABAG rad.
BOUTABAG rad. Now, let's talk about, a lot of people obviously know you from the track Vintage and Adventurous. Millions upon millions upon millions of views as of right now, and probably still growing. At that moment when you creating that song, did you foresee this, the projection of the song and the movement that it built?
Well, yeah, like every song I do, I be trying to do that.
Got you. But it's one thing of trying and then actually seeing it kind of like escalate and go up there. Was there ever a moment where you're like, oh shit?
Well, it's like I know myself, bro. So it's like digging for some gold and you know it's in there,
Right.
but then you like finally.
Yeah.
So it's just like finally.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you. I jumped in your Instagram live, or we jumped on Instagram live, and I was like, "How do it feel?" And you was being cool. You know what I'm saying? You was playing it cool. Like, oh, it's cool. I'm like, no, but how does it feel, bro? Like you kind of ran the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
and then you was like, you know what? It feel good.
Yeah,
because of where you come from.
It do feel good, bro, but I be like, I'm like low key really cool about it because it ain't an overnight thing. It's a build up.
That's why I said.
So it's a different type of response than a nigga who just, you feel me, and it just like, it's a build up. So it's like, finally, let me
Something,
get that.
yeah.
Like, cause I've been, through my career, I've been in jail. I done did 2.5 years. I done did 37 days. I done did 4 months. I done missed bullets. I done, a lot came out of this, bro, since Hit Your Rolling. So it's like, it's not really so much of, rah, it's just like, whew, finally, bro.
Just breathe a little bit.
Yeah, because like having a face and a name, bro, especially on some hood shit, without the check, bro, that's a lot of pressure. Without that money, bro.
Facts.
And Vintage and Adventurous probably brung a nigga that bag, you feel me, to where I could relax and move differently and sit down, bro. So I ain't taking that many risks to where I can end up back in jail or my career is at risk. So it's just, that's what, when the person asking me about it and how I'm viewing it is different. It's like, all right, the big break, it's cool. Right. You feel me? Like I'm kicking the dough in, you feel me? Like, so like I say, it's a different type of response. It ain't an overnight thing, so.
But it gotta feel good. I would say like obviously your testimony, your story, where you been, I'm pretty sure that there's been nights, like you said you did 2.5 years, right? There was nights when you was probably sitting there or laying there thinking like, damn, if I could just do this and like not do this and like, you know what I'm saying? I know those nights, and then reflecting on it now that you had one of the biggest songs of the year in LA, it gotta feel like not like a win, but it gotta feel better than you did feel before.
Yeah, for sure. It's one up. It's the next level.
Yeah.
But it's like I say, it's just the beginning of where I'm trying to go.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just the beginning of where I'm trying to go.
Is it hard to kind of settle in on it when it does come? Like, because it's like you want to enjoy those victories, but it's at the same time, it's like, all right, what's next? Like, how do you settle in on that moment? But at the same time, what's that fine line between really appreciating it, but at the same time going to that next thing?
Well, it's just like, I just look at it like I got the tools now.
Yeah.
So now let's get to work.
Got it.
Some eyeballs.
Yeah, you feel me? Now let's get to work. You feel me? Like, it's like I've been having a buzz. It's like, you feel me? I've been having a little buzz, bro. I've been rapping for a long time. I just tapped into whatever production that was cracking at the moment.
Right.
When I went to jail and did it 2.5 years, I kind of strategized the rap game. All right, this what they listening to, whether if it's garbage or not. I know how to make it dope. The vibe is everything, bro. You feel me? So I just tapped into whatever they cracking on. They got that this the sound they vibing to. That you know what I mean? This BPM they bouncing to and all that. Well, I'm gonna give it a try. You feel me?
Were there any go-tos that you reached out to in terms of like sonically who you listen to? Not necessarily artist wise, but like, oh, the homie knows what's up on some shit.
When
So
I
I'm
be in the
listen
studio
to
working, I be tapping into all the different sounds, bro.
Gotcha.
Like, in a minute, y'all gonna see, bro. Like, I'm not just whatever it is you hear from that I'm not just that.
Of course.
You feel me? I'm like, you feel me? I'm all over the place. I got so many different types of styles. So, like, I'm just tapping into different ones and whichever one work for me.
Now it's easy to do that when you out. when you're able to move around, when you're in the business in terms of like hitting studio sessions, and what we're talking about is like when you at that, let's say, rock bottom moment when you were locked up. How were you tapping into the new music then? Like who are you reaching out to say, okay, oh, this is it? Like how were you paying attention to different movements that were going on?
Well, I mean, in jail we got cell phones.
That's the interesting part about it. That's what I'm saying.
me?
You gotta put it like this.
I'm in there off Nip,
Yeah.
Gates, NBA YoungBoy.
I think that's
I'm
so
off everybody.
interesting, man.
Homies telling me listen to Mozzie. When I was in jail, the homies told me listen to Mozzie.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like Newport. He like listen to Mozzie, man. Check him out. He be gassing. He be saying some of the shit you would say. So I listened to it. I'm like, all right, you feel me? Just a little shit like that to keep up, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
What do you think? What do you, like musically? What's something that came to you while you was locked up? Like whether it be a song, an idea, a concept that you have yet to do, like something that you either wrote a verse or whatever. Is there anything like that you still is on your agenda?
yeah, a lot of the music that I wrote in jail and the ideas I wrote in jail, I ain't even did yet.
Yeah.
Damn.
I ain't even touched them books.
Why?
Because I'm doing what I'm doing right now.
And it's working.
I'm using the energy of being free, like because that's like it's easy to make music feeling like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in jail, it's hard to make music like feeling how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? But you're forcing yourself to write to try to get away from the feeling. But when you free, it's like, hey, I'm free. And it's like I don't need them pain. That I was in sorrow when I was writing that. I ain't even worrying about that. Let's see what this got. Let's see what you feel me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just riding that.
Do you feel like the difference in being, I don't want to say like in jail, but like you said, not feeling free? Do you feel like that's a dramatic thing? Do you feel like that's something that fucked you up to the point where it's like maybe I need to like experience a different type of joy in order to get away from that? Like you said, you don't want to feel sad no more. You don't want to feel sorrow.
Yeah.
You already been there, did that. So is that something that you kind of, I don't want to say running away from, but is that something like you put on the back?
That's why I'm chasing the bag.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah, like a nigga running from that.
Got you. I respect that.
So it's by the bag now.
I respect that. Yeah.
Like you feel me? Like I'm doing a dash to the bag away from that, bro. Away from jail, all that shit that can get you there, all them negative vibes, all that. You feel me? Like don't nobody want to see that shit again, bro.
Is that what the name? That's where the name came from with the company, the BOUTABAG?
No, the name by the bag actually came from my mindset, like how I used to think at first. Like at first, like when I was rapping and stuff or whatever I did, bro. I guess I felt like I wasn't. My mind used to be different. Like I wasn't doing everything for money. Like it wasn't about the money. Like a lot of shit I did for people and everything, just genuine things that I had to offer myself. It was never about money. And by it never being about money, I didn't have none.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then nobody give me none.
Ain't that
and I
crazy
didn't
how that
attract
work?
no dollars.
Yeah.
So I had to like shut down from that
Yeah.
and kind of get a little careless. You feel me? And make it about a bag. You feel me? Like, nigga, I get that money. Now, the money, you got some money. Now you got some money and you got the people and the genuine, the love or whatever. There's some fake shit with it. You just got to know how to peep it. But you feel me? It's but by the bag came from shifting the mindset, bro. Even if you ain't got a bag, be about a bag. You feel me? And you going to get a bag.
Now, kind of going off of that mindset and that mentality, it's something that you said in a song called Big Account, right? It kind of goes, it's kind of really like segues into this to talk about not giving a fuck about another nigga's feelings, all right? Now, tell me what your mindset was when you first came. Like, what was the incident that triggered these lyrics? When I was stuck with nothing, didn't another nigga feel it? When I was stuck with nothing, didn't another nigga feel it? At that point, like, what were you thinking? Like, because what you're saying right now is when you were about a bag, when you weren't about money and thinking about other people, you kind of left in the background. And it seems like this is kind of like saying the same type of shit. So
Basically.
Was there a specific incident that you remember, like, all right, I got to switch this shit to turn that mentality to be about the money and be about yourself?
Well, it's about, when I'm saying it, it's about my perception. You feel me? Like, so while I'm doing the things the way that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm doing, it's like, it's because of what I felt and what I went through. Then another person feel it You feel me? You didn't have to feel that when I didn't have nothing or whatever that I went through. So however I'm acting towards you, I apologize. But you know what I mean? These are the actions of. This is the reaction of the actions. You feel me? Like that nobody else had to feel. So sometimes I could be cocky. Sometimes I ignore motherfuckers, and it's just how it is, bro. Because how shit was.
Right. I guess what I'm because I'm nosy like this. I majored in psychology, right? So I'm always into like what triggers somebody to do something. Do you remember the specific moment? Like, was there one specific event that
Well,
you
there's
can
so
say?
many, bro. I can't even shit. I've
It's a
been
lot
left
to-
out a gang of times.
Got you.
I couldn't get in clubs with homies.
Wow.
You feel me? Like it's a lot of shit. Like you feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? But it's not personal.
Right.
You feel me? It's just about. I took at it like, hold up, let me stop. What you doing, Brody? You gotta look at yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's you feel me? And that's what came out of it. That's what was brewed from that. You feel me?
I'm so glad you said that. One of the things that we talk about on this podcast a lot is the sense of entitlement, how some people have that, and how that can really kind of roadblock your success in the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're saying that kind of reinforces those same sentiments.
Because eventually, bro, like some people get in that bitter.
So what you're saying basically just kind of reflects the same shit that we talk about on the podcast as far as not feeling entitled and things of that nature.
Yeah, on the real. Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Too much pressure, bro. You don't owe nobody nothing at the end of the day. You know who you owe. You feel me?
You said something about not paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you feel me? Like sometimes, you feel me? Like when a person doing bad, bro, like, and then like a gang of people around you doing good, you kind of feel like if they ain't like paying you no mind, counting you in and all that, and know whatever it is, you get the feeling like they leaving you out and this and that or whatever. But at the end of the day, you get to thinking like, are they really paying attention to me, or is it just me paying attention to me?
Right. And like, what are you bringing to the table and things?
Yeah, you feel me? So sometimes, but I went through that, you feel me, and I had to reevaluate the situation. Like,
Have you ever? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just had to check myself out. You feel me? And wake my game up.
Have you ever had these conversations with people you felt like you said, like people who left you behind or didn't count you in, didn't include you and shit like that? Have you ever had a chance to have any of these
No,
conversations?
because it's not personal. It was just my broke ass being delusional.
Gotcha.
Damn.
I'm glad you own that though. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it's like really not personal once at the end of the day. You feel me? And I made music when I was in that mind state. So you feel me? Like every day we grow, we change, and that's on you if you don't.
A lot of people don't have that kind of personal accountability like that. That's dope.
Better know.
No, that's dope. I fuck with that. Also, something that I wanted to touch on too is people don't really know. Like, I mean, people obviously know where you from. You know what I'm saying? That's no secret.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, from your perspective, do you feel like we have enough representation from LA specifically on a national scale, global scale in the music industry?
No.
Me either.
Nah, bro. And then if it is, I really don't know, but they ain't doing nothing. If I can't say your name off back, you ain't doing nothing. No, bro. Ain't never represent. Like, it ain't.
What do you think is the problem? Like, what do you think as far as mainstream media? Is it TV? Is it radio? Is it DJs? Is it artists not putting in the work?
No, bro. It just got a lot to do with people's mental state, bro. Like, and what you believe in, what people be believing in, what people go for. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Kendrick Lamar, he kind of really be doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Ain't no kind of, he be doing his thing, bro. You feel me? On what he talk about and all that. You feel me? And that's, like, that's good for us as a people. Same like how Nip did it. And you know what I mean? Certain things that be spoke on when you doing this shit is you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is a representation of us, you feel me? And some people, you got niggas coming out of here talking about she ratchet, she stank, and all it's irrelevant. You feel me? It's going up, but it's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Ain't no game. You know what I mean? And like it ain't that many of us, bro, that got no game, bro. It ain't that many, you feel me? We show.
Do you feel like what's some information that you probably got some game I don't want to say why you was in jail, but why you was going through one of the rough places in your life. What's some game that you've gotten, and who did you get it from?
Well, first of all, like my game, a lot of my game come from my mama.
Damn.
Shout out my mama.
That's dope.
Starlet, a.k.a. Stella Rue, because, you feel me, she raised me mostly on her own. My pops went to jail, like, before I even really hit the scene. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my mama kind of raised me on her own, but my mama from the streets. My mama from Paru, you feel me? Like, my mama was a street nigga, you feel me? So, it ain't like too much game she didn't have. So, just, even if she wasn't telling me, giving me the game, just her speaking on how she feel about things around me and me being a kid in the backseat listening, like, oh, yeah, that's how we go about shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but then a lot of it from prison, too. A lot of my game came from prison, you feel me? Just walking the yards with the old heads. And then most of all, the most important part, bro, yourself and your own experience.
Yeah.
And what you go through today, bro. Wake up in the morning and think back on it before you hop up out that bed, nigga, and do it right today, the next day. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how you grow. You feel me? That's how you grow. You feel me? Just reflect a little bit before you get up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I grow, bro. That's how I am where I am today. Because yesterday, you feel me? I done left a few things out today that wasn't right yesterday. You feel me? You got to get rid of them, whatever ain't right. So,
aside from the mental state in terms of like the entitlement we were talking about, that's one thing that you kind of like removed. Like, what's some other things that you got out of your system? Maybe the most challenging thing that over the course of the last couple of years that you realize, like, damn, this kind of set me back. And now that I've got it out of my life, whether it be people, whether it be mentality-wise or whatever, that now has helped you be successful.
Eating habits for me.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, for sure. Randomly eating. Like, ooh, that look good. I want that. Ooh, that look. Just buying things because I can. Having sex with women of other races. Driving fast, crashing cars, just seeing if I could survive things, and
Damn.
just crazy.
Just seeing if I could survive it.
You feel me? Like, it's just all type of shit, bro. You feel me?
So you talking about like testing your mortality? And just
Nah.
Are you serious?
Get the fuck out of
made
here.
it.
So you would deliberately run into shit
Man, I'll smack some shit.
and just
What?
that's crazy, bro.
It's not nothing that I do, but I done did it just to
I
see
feel
if
you.
I could do it.
Long time ago.
You feel me? Just to see if I could do it, bro. I did 7 years in prison.
Man.
I got out trying shit.
Just to see.
Man, let's see if it worked.
Damn. Do you
Let's
remember
see if it's real. Am I really here? Is this a dream?
Wow.
I'm glad you said that.
You feel
So
me?
I want to
Like-
read you a tweet. All right, from BOUTABAG Rad. This tweet is from Conradfrmdaave. Can somebody tell me why the fuck we are in this world? Now, this tweet, in all fairness, this tweet was 2 years ago.
That's interesting.
But it's what you just said made me think because I did want to ask you about this tweet anyway. But since you just said what you just said, can somebody tell me why the fuck we in this world? Does that connect to what you was talking about, the time the mind frame you was in at the time of just testing your own mortality, I guess you could say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like a testing person, period, bro. I used to be a tattoo artist. I used to write books. I done drew cartoon characters. You feel me? Like, and rapping just did something different, but I'm a testing type person, bro. I mean, we alive, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck? What you doing? And you might try a gang of different things, and it might not be it. No, just because you could do it don't mean that is what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be connected to something that what you're supposed to be doing that make that easy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, but like I'm a try eat, bro. I be just doing shit. You feel me? And because like, why are we here?
So you was questioning more so like for people to understand why they exist,
Yeah,
they purpose.
it's just a little something just to throw in. I do stuff like that to throw in the air just to make people think.
Right.
I like that.
You feel me? Just like, don't forget. Don't wake up every day in a trance, bro, and forget that what's really going on amongst us. Like, why we here?
Low key, man. I mean, because you can get in a day, whether it be
You'll
work
get lost
or
in the
whatever,
trance.
You get lost in the trance, and just
And
your
you'll
everyday
forget
life.
that you're a human on earth.
Right.
And things of that nature. Like, you feel
Maximize
me?
your potential.
So, you know, I just be throwing it out there.
What's
So-
some shit? Oh, go ahead.
I want to know what you was writing books about.
Wherever nigga brings out. Like, I done wrote a book about a kid who was kidnapped and hid, and then put with another kid who was kidnapped, and then they had a baby, then they were killed, and then the baby was raised to be thought a certain way that didn't think like his mother and father, which was kidnapped, and he was raised a certain way to have kids, and now whatever it is that mother and father had planned for their kids in the future is gone.
So you're naturally just a storyteller.
I be on my E.
Where did that come from?
I'm an artist. So by me knowing that I'm an artist, I just tap into what is an artist. And I just see what all the artists is doing. Shit, I try to cook a little something, draw a little something, cut a little hair, do a little music.
Any and everything. Do you remember like your first passion, like was drawing the first thing that you loved to do going back before picking up the mic? Or was it like writing poetry?
Yeah, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I drew before I even knew how to rap. I mean, write, period.
Right.
I ain't rap till I was 24 years old, bro. Yeah. Like 23 years old and shit, you feel me? I ain't started doing that. When I was a kid, I wrote raps. Like when I was a kid in elementary, I remember I was in, I went to 98th Street School Elementary, and I had a teacher, Miss Baker class, and I was supposed to be doing my work.
You sitting there writing.
I wrote a rap, but it wasn't my rap. It was Mace.
Get out of here.
I wrote Mace.
Which song?
Come all you want to. Come all you want to. Girl, I want to front you.
Yeah.
I want to ask my mama.
Word.
And she whooped my ass. She said, you ain't even spell this shit right.
You gonna write it, at least write it right.
Real,
That shit not spelled with 2 C's.
You feel me? So I had that paper. I got in trouble for that because my teacher seen what I was doing. And she was like, he's writing profanity and whatever. My mama seen that shit like, boy, this nigga think he Mace.
I can hear that though. In your, now that you said that, I can hear that in your rap.
And you feel me? Like, and then I was really like an E40 fan, if you listen to me. Like, I come from 40, bro. You feel me? 40 and Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I used to draw my shoes, bro. I used to draw all my Jordans.
You said draw them or draw on
I used to draw them.
Oh, wow.
I used to draw them. I used to sit them right there on my dresser and draw the shoe. I used to draw my stepdad, Big Herb from Main Street. He always had lowriders, lowrider man. Like, you feel me? I used to draw all his cars. Like, when he used to park at my mama's thing, I used to go down there, sit in the car and draw, and you feel me? Like, I used to draw.
Now,
but
you having these experiences, is your mom at the time giving you the tools to continue that? Like, yeah, baby, go on and make that happen. Keep on doing it. Hit me buy you some pads or whatever. Just anything?
my mama work. My mama work. Like, my mama was a hairstylist, bro. Sometimes my mama worked till 3, 4 in the morning. Right. You feel me? Like, I always was home alone. But what my mama did do, I could tell you one thing. The main thing my mama did, my mama kept me fly. Right. Like, I never was no kid to grow up dusty shoes and I had everything. Yeah. Any nigga that know me out the 60s off of 10th Ave, all that'll tell you, me and my cousins, we was the freshest niggas on the block. Right. We had everything, you feel me? And that, by me growing up like that, I learned that was a way to attract the finer things in life. You feel me? Like, that's how my mama was. You stay clean, stay fly. You feel me? Like, mama beat your ass if you know what I mean? So, you feel me? That's a superpower for me, bro, to step out fly. You feel me? Because if you ain't that, bro, they ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
If you ain't clean and looking like somebody could talk to you or wanna, you feel me? It's all energy, it's a vibe, bro. It's what you know. So mom's taught me that, and that's a superpower, and I appreciate that. You feel me? But yeah,
that's a confidence booster. It's your style. It like keeps you going.
Yeah, because no matter what you got, you gonna swag it out if you feeling good. You feel me? So
my mom kept me in the bargain shopping. You know what I'm saying? I was getting the
yeah, I'm Tommy Hilfiger, baby.
No, I had Tommy Gear. I had Tommy Gear.
Yeah, I had the real deal. I was roasting
from
you
the Arco station.
I would clown your ass.
But that's how I developed jokes.
Clown your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's thing happens. Yeah. So obviously when things turn for you in terms of like getting into the street activity, like was mom's there to try to block that, or she's like, hey, look, I know you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You know, being the fact that she worked so long.
Well, I went to jail early. I went to jail 17.
Damn. That was your first time?
Yeah, and I did 7 years.
Whoa.
You feel me? It was my second time. Okay. The first time I went, I stayed in there like 8 months, little juvenile, whatever. And then I got out, and I stayed out like a year, and then I went back and did 7 years. You feel me?
7 years from 17.
17. I got out 24.
Damn.
So you feel me? Like a lot of the stuff, my mama was at work, bro, and I was doing all the street activity. She kind of didn't know. So sometimes she'll find little shit, you feel me, and me tagging on shit. Right. Or she hit the corner real fast and see me and the homies and you feel me, and just little shit, you feel me? But my mama was always at work and ended up one day, my mom in jail. They trying to give me life. What? Boy, don't say a goddamn thing to their motherfucking ass. Oh, you feel me? And then I ended up doing 7 years. I never got out. So when I came home, my mama looking at me like, big ass light skinned nigga, tattoos, you feel me? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you
She
grown,
like, boy, I ain't got shit to tell you, nigga. Hope you survive this shit.
Damn.
Nigga.
Yeah.
By that time.
Do you feel like, because I remember talking to one of the homies about this, what age do you feel like you could have quote unquote been saved? So like, before you jumped off the porch and really got involved, what age could you have been packed up and moved away to wherever the fuck, I don't know, wherever, Oklahoma or somewhere, right? And been quote unquote saved from that life. What age do you feel like it really kicked off?
I can't actually store that in my mental, bro, because I feel saved.
Got you.
Nigga, ain't no other place gonna do me like my land done did me.
I agree with you.
Nigga, I love it.
I agree with you.
I don't give a fuck that it didn't happen yesterday. It's happening today. I ain't no save, nigga. I might be a cornball ass nigga. Nobody, nigga, be from Alabama or somewhere. Right. Mama moved a nigga away. I'll be hot. Nipping them going up. I lived over there. I could have been me. Nah, nigga. Yeah. I'm safe.
I feel that.
Straight up.
So when I asked the homie, he said he had a similar answer to you. This wasn't like some radio shit. It was a similar answer to what you just said. But then he also said that he felt like if his I think it was his pops would have had something to do with whatever, he might have had a little bit less less time in jail or whatever the case may be. Bro,
it's all facts that if you got your mama and your daddy, man, life might be better 9 out of 10 because you got supreme understanding from a man and a woman perspective. You feel me? But shit, that shit ain't got nothing on having the streets perspective. Hood, rats, niggas, OGs, big dogs, cats, everybody, police, it's a whole bunch of perspectives. You don't have a choice but to, then you go to prison. You with Bay Area, Fresno, and man, you got, so Pops was in prison, Mama was at work, but hey, they got me together. It worked. Whatever it is, I appreciate it. I ain't tripping.
Yeah. So you wouldn't change anything, basically. I feel that.
Do you have a relationship?
I ride it out again.
Do you have a relationship with your pops to this day? Or?
He rest in peace. But yeah, we had a relationship. Gotcha. My pops did 28 years in prison. Wow. He got out. He was out for 11 months, and he died from pneumonia. Wow. Damn. But, we always chopped it up, stayed on deck. I was in prison when he got out.
I was gonna say,
and died. So I didn't even get to see him on the streets.
Wow. Okay. Did you in the process of any of those conversations? Did you ever have any talks like he give you some game and stuff like that?
Hell yeah, nigga. My pops a G. My pops and his niggas, they the founders of Mob Pyru and all that. You feel me? Like my pops a G. So my pops always gave me game, bro. He always laced my boots, you know what I mean? Because me and my pops used to write letters back and forth when I was in juvenile hall, about to go to prison to do my 7 years. My pops had already been in prison 17 years.
Yeah. So he's already telling you like what to look
I already
for.
knew where I was going and what, you know what I mean, what I was headed to. We stayed chopping on that. So already, you feel me, I was ready for that shit. Ain't nothing.
Damn. That's wild.
So go ahead.
No, I'm getting
my mama listening
to
what I'm.
No, I wanted to ask you real quick. Do you feel, because a lot of the homies that obviously come from the streets and stuff like that, they feel like the music industry is a cakewalk. It's easy compared to what you done been through. Do you feel the same way?
Hell no, nigga, that shit.
You feel like it's more difficult, or?
Hell yeah, man. Look, being a rapper is more difficult than being a Crip.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Why is that?
Because shit, nigga ready for that. Like, what we doing?
Yeah.
But they ain't ready for them cameras and these shit.
Right.
And them hugs and them screams and them.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's a different. But when a nigga out and that crippin', what? You feel me? It's different, nigga. You kind of bogarting the situation if you really with that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, you the king in that. But in this, nigga getting in this, like,
You don't know who's friend or foe when you
don't know
that
shit.
as well. Yeah.
That's why I be like, bada bag.
Yeah.
So every time I feel like you saying some snake shit, I ain't gonna trip. It's bada bag. You bada bag too. I feel you, brother. You feel me? I know you trying to get it in. You bada bag, nigga.
One of the hardest things that people say is to not take things personal. Is that something you struggle with?
That's it right there. That's bada bag. Right
Gotcha.
there. That's why I say that. Like, I know you trying to get in here and get your issue, bada bag. I feel, but get your ass out of here. You know, and I ain't taking it personal because it's bada bag. I feel you. If I was in your position, I'd be trying to, you feel me? I'd figure it out too. But, you know, it's bada bag mentality. That's how it is. Shit, gotta do what you gotta do.
I feel that.
How would you describe your style in 3 words?
Limitless.
That's one.
I don't know. Fuck, authentic.
Okay.
Man. Major.
There it is.
Extraordinary. I don't
said
know.
3.
No, that's good.
I can go. I do a whole song of that shit.
Can you count?
Hell
1, 2,
no,
3.
it's limitless.
Nah,
Shit.
the only reason why I say that because it's like whenever you hear you stand out on everything you do. I remember one of the first times that I remember hearing it. That Only a Case. You know what I'm saying on Nip's mailbox, and I was just like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, and it just your shit pierces through the music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if
Good looking.
Yeah, for you when you actually create music, was that something that you purposely said, you know what, I gotta make sure my shit sounds different, or it was just like, man, fuck it, was that developed over time? I guess is what I'm trying to.
No, I always want to be different. I'm just like that. I'm a Capricorn.
Personality-wise, yeah.
Capricorn.
You feel me?
Me too.
I just I'm creative.
Yeah.
I like to be different. And then sometimes I like to correct people. So if you do a song and you be like, do a verse, I'm going to do whatever you did on there proper. You feel me? Sometimes I could be competitive in the rap game. Shit, that shit gonna eat.
You maximize the potential.
You feel me? And every time I get better. You know what I'm saying? Every time, because I'm going for something higher than myself at each time. So, you feel me? And I end up there. So
I like first and foremost, I like that hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good looking.
That hoodie is nice. What was the relationship like with you and the bro? Like Nip? Like what was that like?
Shit,
obviously mailbox money and stuff, but before that.
Yeah, we was good, bro. We always at first I wasn't rapping. So I used to do tattoos.
Yeah.
And I used to, that nigga Nip, when I came up from prison, Nip was already popping off the music. So every time I used to see him, I used to be like, bro, let me tat on you. Let me do some tats on you. You feel me? He used to be like, Hood, I got you, bro. But niggas be busy and shit. So I was supposed to. So we were just straight, bro. Time go on. You see each other. It's regular. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know Nip from before I went to prison.
Got you.
I met Nip when I came home from prison. You feel me? So it's just what up, bro? And then we got closer on some music shit. We start bonding on some music shit. We don't have no hood relationship. You feel me? It's just strictly
the
music shit. So everything we ever talked about was positive.
That's dope.
You feel me? So it just used to be regular what ups, but then I used to hang, I hang with Newport Pac-Man, you feel me?
Yeah.
And them niggas knew that I could rap. Then one day we was at Slauson T's and Newport was pressing you ain't heard rap. Told Nip you ain't heard rap. He Rad can't rap. That nigga doing tats.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nigga, you ain't heard rap. And he was like, bro, because I know how to rap like this. You feel me? I learned how to rap beating on my chest and shit. So I start pressure me up because I'm like, bro, I'm not. But he pressured me up, so I ended up rapping and Nip bro, don't ever stop.
Damn. Never stop.
Once he heard it, he bro, don't ever stop.
That's dope.
So a nigga got cracking and started fucking with it. You feel me? And we were just cool, bro. I used to pull up to sessions. He used to text me with certain shit. We just vibed out, bro. But like I said, we always had positive convos.
Yeah.
It was always game.
I feel like a lot of people have the same story you got. Even my story, it was always some positivity. Let's elevate. Let's do something musically. Do you remember some of the last conversation y'all had before he passed?
Yep. That nigga, I did this one song at his studio up in the valley. This song, that motherfucker, I gotta find it. I don't even know where it's at, bro.
You gotta find that song, bro.
Yeah, I gotta find it. It was a song I did. It's called pull up in the cut. Well, anyway, I had just came home from doing my violation. I had did 4 months. That was the last time I went to jail. And I went to that nigga. I went to Nip's studio one day, and we was up there chilling. I'm doing some music in there. He lounging. He wasn't doing no music, so he let us use the big room. So we in there doing our thing, and I made a song, bro. That nigga heard the song and came in there, bro. Cause like, what the fuck is that? Cause I was in there spazzing. I was like, I said some shit. I was like, all I think about is money. Need my check now. Cut it. I said,
Don't give it away because we're going to put the song out.
But the way that I was rapping, the bounce was just so crazy. It was just like, I was all over it. And Cut came in there, Cut like, what the fuck? That nigga said, bro, he said, that right there, that's going to get us in another world. You feel me? Like, keep that momentum. That's that pop. Like, it got pop, but it's hood. Like, you feel me? Like, that's one, that was like, I think that was like one of Nip, like, big things, like nigga gotta keep it hood, so a nigga ain't really fucking with that pop and all that shit. But like he's like, bro, yo, flow so sick, you can be hood and on some pop shit. You feel me? That's how the song was. It was a pop song, but I was hood as a motherfucker on there. It was like, nigga, we on Slauson, and it was like, I don't know, it was some crazy shit, bro. I still got it. I just gotta dig it out. Yeah. But like, and then, you know, we was chopping it up about that, and he was like, bro, you like your flow can get us in a certain world, bro. So just, you know what I mean? Keep it going. Nigga, keep seeking the levels that the flow got and shit like that.
I think that's dope that I think it's nice because a lot of people obviously from your section, I'm from LA, but everybody know what's going on. But I think it's dope that your relationship was music based. Yeah. Your relationship was completely based on the music.
Yeah, we don't got no hood.
And so what I'm saying is a lot of people could relate to that. Because a lot of people didn't know him on a personal level. Like a lot of people didn't get to pull up.
Don't get me wrong, like I done been amongst Nip on some hood shit.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is,
it was all music, bro, for the most part.
I like that.
All positive fly shit, bro.
Does something like his passing, because earlier we were talking about people on a global scale. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, there's no denying that he was definitely on his way doing that. He was in the midst of doing that. So losing somebody like that in this business, how does that affect you in terms of just personally and, you know, when it comes to making music and, you know, does it?
Well, it make me musically go crazy. Like I'm to a point now, like, cause I'm 32 years old, so I gotta like pay attention to my actions. Like, bro, gone, that's the homie. You feel me? Like some people will react in a certain way, bro, that have them in some bullshit. So you feel me? Like I just be releasing it through the music, and like basically what I release through the music is that like. Man, how I feel about it. How I feel about him being gone is like, basically like, shit. What we gonna do now? We gonna go up or down? I'm going up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's a boost, bro. Whether how you want to look at it or not, it's fucked up. But what we gonna do? That's why Nip say marathon continue. You feel me? And niggas gotta live on that and ride with that. You feel me? Like. Just use it.
We just had Bino up here, and Bino, shout out to Bino. He was saying that I guess he had tweeted out like he couldn't never really forgive the city for this, and I was like, I had something to explain that. And he was just basically like, people like that we got to protect, as far as what the messaging was, like the stuff that he was doing in the community, the stuff that he was trying to do in your hood, and like different things like that. He was like, we got to protect those kind of people. Long term, is that something that is on your mind too, like preserving the message, like you said, the marathon continue, preserving that message, or is something you trying to do something?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure, bro. The marathon will continue, nigga, as long as I'm alive.
I like that.
You feel me? For sure. Pac-Man, Jason, everybody gonna take on that. You feel me? But I'm just speaking for myself too, though. Like, it's mandatory. Nigga gonna ride that out.
Did you see a difference in your community because of what he was doing? Like, not necessarily in the streets, but you know, the kids and all of this.
Hell yeah. What I like about it, it's like a beautiful thing, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's crazy because like it sparked a lot of shit in a lot of people.
Me too.
It sparked everybody want to start a business.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. You can't even. That's every bitch cap. Yeah, I'm trying to start a business, get my eyelashes and my weaves, but that's cool though.
Right.
You feel me?
That
Bought a
you-
bag, all money
you
in,
thinking
get
about
it.
it, yeah.
I like
You
that.
feel me? But it's cool that it's in the air. That's the mindset. Like that's in the air. That's the thing. It ain't Gucci bags.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's, you know what I mean? Everybody want to start a business. And then not even just that shit. Everybody want to take them Nip and Lauren pictures. People want to be faithful.
Yep.
They
Relationship
just cleaning
goals.
shit up, bro. I
Yeah.
guess you feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's clean, you know, it's just a little spark. It's something, it's a boost to the next level of life.
What's the business venture that Conrad want to get into outside of music? What's something that Conrad is looking forward to business venture wise?
Fashion.
He told us he was fly.
You feel me?
I know. He
Fashion.
shit on me too.
Yeah.
You
First
didn't
of
peep
all-
that.
Fashion for sure, man. I'm after I get right to where I can really relax, I'm gonna go back I'm gonna do my paintings and stuff like that. You feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna have them $100,000 paintings.
Are you going to paint and sip parties? You gonna be doing some of those?
I don't want
Paint
to kick it with
sip.
nobody.
He said, I'm just gonna paint alone.
Hey, that's how you attract the upper echelon.
Man,
you
you
know,
feel me?
that's
Yeah, that's like it's
The battle
cool.
40-year-old women that got
That
the
shit is fly though.
About a
I
bag,
don't like to sip and
paint,
paint.
and sip. About a bag, paint, and
Sip,
sip.
paint, smoke,
All
no
that.
You
clothes.
see Rad in there,
No clothes.
sipping his wine and shit.
Sipping paint. Nigga, we in there naked. Painting each other. Straight up. Paint on the nipples.
Yeah.
We going up.
What-
But
what's-
yeah, I want to design a youth center, bro.
I like that. Where?
I want to design a youth
Anywhere
center.
specific?
Oh, Crenshaw.
Oh, yeah.
Like the YMCA and shit used to be, bro. But I just want this to be tapped into like everything, bro. For is I wanted to have music studios and just some, you know, I ain't gonna expose too much, but I have a dream.
But the fact
like
that
that,
you're thinking
bro.
You
about
feel
it
me?
is
You
amazing.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
So what's one thing we like to ask people while we wrap it up, man? What's one thing the year can't end without Conrad doing what?
Building a youth center.
You want to do that?
You can do
before
it
the
this
year's
year?
Oh, you said this year?
Well,
year?
one year
I mean,
from today.
one
The
year
year
from today.
over with.
1 year
Oh,
from
the year,
today.
I'm 1 year from today.
Yep.
Oh, I'm trying to touch 10 mil.
10 million in a year?
Yeah.
I need to do what you doing.
Speak
You need
on
to think like that.
it. Speak on it. That's where it starts.
Try it. That's all.
Straight up.
You feel me?
Fuck this radio
just
station.
give yourself.
You
This
know what
might.
I'm saying?
This might do it.
Right, no, straight up.
Just if you think it'll
Yeah.
do it, it might do it.
I love that.
Just try it.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
This
I like
shit go
that talk.
viral, bro. You
Talk
don't even
that
know.
talk,
Like,
yeah.
you feel me? Like,
I'm going to get the run on.
You just gotta think it, bro. And if it don't work, shit, try again. Think
something
again.
else.
10 million.
Man, 10 mil.
Damn.
And that's baby.
That's little.
Man, I want an unlimited supply of money,
Did
bro.
you hear me say limitless, bro? Limitless. I mean,
Like every dollar I spend, here come 10, bro. Like it just don't matter. Like a nigga just want to live to where it don't matter. Like that's out of nigga hand. Now you could do other things, bro. Now other things gonna grow. You feel me? Like cause that ain't no problem. You feel me?
Who planted that seed in you? Was it a book that you read? Was it somebody that you saw coming up that had you on that mentality? Because I feel like that's a learned behavior. I don't think people aren't just born with.
I'm like
with
a
that.
rooted thinker. Like I like to get down to the bottom of something. So basically, if I understand it, if I think about it enough, I will find a way to understand it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then I will find a way to solve the problem. And I just unlimited supply of money. What problem that ain't gonna solve?
Yeah.
It's just like looking at it like, bro, all right, what's the problem? What is the problem? The money. So all right. So it's just like thinking of it like that. So what can I do? What can I do to gain that? What can I do to get that? What is the action going on right now in this world, bro, where people are getting money that's never stopping? Like music. And
Go ahead.
certain things, McDonald's. And you know, this money is just consistent, bro. This shit rolling. Like, movies, all that, you know, it's just forever, bro. It's still going. So just get in there.
What about tattooing? Would you ever go, you still do that, or would you go back into doing that?
I would do tattoos if I could just make $1,000 just to sit in my chair.
Oh, so that's the start. That's just for the
Just to sit in my
just
chair.
to sit down and tell
because
me
you
what you
getting
want.
personal with BOUTABAG.
You getting up close. Yeah.
Is there
It's an
anybody that you did
experience.
that you have tatted that we probably even know of or something like that? Have you done any tats for anybody in specific, or is anybody that you would like to tat?
No, I don't be tripping on the tats no more.
So
bro.
yeah, that's out for right now.
Well, yeah. Once I start back tatting, I might just be in the studio fucking around on my homies or something.
Got you.
I really ain't tripping on that, bro. That's just that's too personal.
What about working musically? And who haven't you been able to get in the studio with that you would like to work with?
Kevin Gates.
Okay.
I fuck with Jeezy, NBA Youngboy, E40. There's a few niggas, man. Lil
That's
Baby,
possible, though.
Lil Baby, the Baby. You feel me? Like I just like niggas that kind of got like some real backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like some niggas, something like myself. Not motherfuckers that pop up out the blue and got this. You feel me? But yeah, you know, Mozzie. A few real ones. I got shit coming though with like RJ, One Take Jake, OGZ, you feel me?
Yeah.
I wish my nigga Draco and O3 Greedo was here. Free them niggas. I just talked to both of them. You feel me? Like, but you know, shit like that. But yeah.
That's dope.
You know?
I fuck with that.
Music wise, what's coming up, man? I know you got the song Levels that's out right now. Anything that is there the project that's leading up to it or
Yeah, I'm about to drop a tape.
Okay.
I just went through a gang of my songs, bro. I got a lot of music. I just be working.
How do you figure out what the right thing is? Or like when as you come to this project, do you have a name for it or anything like that?
Right now at the moment, I don't have a name, but I think I'm just gonna name Adventurous and Adventurous just because it's just so there right now. You feel me?
Why not?
So I might just do that. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's
the name. We got it here
Adventurous and
first.
Adventurous.
You heard it
There it
first.
is.
Coming soon.
I love it.
You don't have you want to drop it before the top of the year or after?
No, it's coming out before 2020.
Okay, before
My
20.
computer getting cleaned out.
So you gonna dump everything?
Yeah, it's time to come anew.
Dump
You
like-
I'm a new
erase all
man.
the songs?
Like,
No,
erase-
they're gonna give. I'm giving them to y'all.
Oh,
I
you
ain't
put 'em out.
erasing
Okay.
nothing.
Okay.
Even the skits and the unfinished bull, it's going.
it's going
Y'all
out.
want to hear the voice? Here it go.
Start.
Get the shit out my computer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming new.
Hey,
It's a
real
new
quick,
vibe.
before we let you go, I talked to shout out to Jay. He Stone. He just came back. He just came home, and we had Pac-Man up here too, and Pac was talking about fake all money in shit. Like he was like, "That's I know you saw it," but he was like, "That's out.
On the
It's
real.
getting confiscated immediately."
Yeah,
right.
on the real.
Are you? Do you feel the same way?
Shit, I done actually done shit. Strip niggas.
Allegedly.
Come up out that
Allegedly.
shit. You know what I'm
Allegedly.
saying? Like, no, they gave it to me though.
Oh,
There it
okay.
is.
There
Oh,
you
that
go.
makes
sense.
They donated it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hey, you know who I am?
Here you go.
Yeah, man, I ain't mean to sell them. Thank you, man. And I gave them to the community.
I fuck with that.
You feel me? I gave them out all on Slauson.
Yeah.
To everybody, put them on. They have fun. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. But yeah, bro, all that shit minky, bro. Thirsty shit. Just create your own shit.
Yeah.
Get your own shit going, bro.
So if that happens
Like-
with the fake BOUTABAG shit too, that it still applies. They got to donate.
Man,
it.
we ain't even gonna talk about that.
You gotta get him out
All
of
right.
character.
Well, I'm done.
Conrad, man.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
How can the folks find you, man? How can they tap in on not only you just personally, but on some music shit and everything, bro?
Yeah, man, BOUTABAG.com, BOUTABAG_rap, my Instagram, Conradfrmdaave, anywhere, man. Google me, man. I'm streaming on all platforms, man. Like I say, Adventurous and Adventurous, tape coming soon, man. Adventurous and Adventurous video finna be dropping.
Nice.
And you know what I mean? Shit, Levels video, we finna get cracking on that.
Did somebody ask you to perform at their wedding? I feel like I saw
Yeah.
a clip of you
Yeah.
performing at a wedding.
No, I didn't do the wedding, but somebody asked me, but I did a baby shower.
That's what
You performed at a baby shower.
I did a
You-
baby shower. It's
I-
one of my childhood friends.
That's
Got
dope.
you.
One
You
of my
gotta do that.
childhood friends, he was having a baby. He
That's
just came home doing 5 years. You feel me? I did it, and I did one of my childhood friends' daughter birthday at the skating ring,
That's amazing.
and I did homecomings,
Mhm.
little stuff at the house when
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
I did that, bro. Oh, whatever the kids, bro, and did the high school or whatever, you know.
respect that for sure.
Conrad, I'm glad we got to do this, bro. I'm glad that you finally
Yeah.
made up here. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying?
I'm glad too, man. Shit,
Appreciate
it's the
it.
next level. Just let me know I'm doing what I do.
As you
I
said.
made it in here,
Well, Nip
shit.
told you not to stop. Don't ever stop.
Yeah, ain't no stopping. That's why I made still going.
That's right.
Bet.
Keeping it limitless, man. Conrad from the
sure.
Avs, Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head, it's Homegrown Radio, and we out.
Yes, sir. Bada bag.